Hey everyone, Kyle, the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review, reaction, just all around freaking fanboy-gasm of One Piece chapter 964. You know, if Oda is still giving us this epicness 964 chapters in, I get the feeling he's gonna blow our minds with chapter 1000. Like, I just got that feeling. Like, yeah. But okay. Yeah. So I'll start off small and we'll work our way in to the good stuff. One thing I kind of realized from rereading last week's chapter and especially from reading this week's is that joining Whitebeard is not only going to be the bridge that leads him to Roger, but Odin himself is going to be the person that triggers the rivalry between Roger and Whitebeard. And the reason I say that is you have to remember what we know about Roger. It's been said before, he's someone who's quick to anger, and he'll take even the smallest slight against the people he cares about as an act of aggression. And when you take that into account with the fact that Odin has joined the Whitebeard pirates, it's almost a guarantee at this point. And especially, like, what have we learned about Odin so far? He's a big, bombastic loudmouth. So yeah, even if it was set up at the end that Roger is already interested in meeting Odin, just from getting to know Odin himself and the kind of person Odin is, it's guaranteed that Odin will say or do something to spark this years-long rivalry between these two pirate titans, and especially how, like, Odin is gonna do or say something that's, like, it's guaranteed. He's gonna do something that's gonna piss him off, and that's gonna, like, spark, and that'll eventually culminate into the rivalry of what we see between Roger and Whitebeard. And yeah, the chapter itself is one of those that gives us those small, minute details that at the same time answers so many questions that you never really thought about until you read about it. Like how we get a bit of hilarious setup that indicates what I had thought previously, which is that Izo was just kind of roped into joining Whitebeard's crew, and more than likely just stayed after Odin left with Roger. In fact, while not confirmed yet, this does kind of give off the notion that Odin was probably like the 16th commander, and the title got passed on to Izo after he left. And I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy how Nekomamushi and Inuarashi joining was just purely circumstantial. Like, they were just there, so it's like, hey, let's just tag along. But it does fill in the blank as to how what they mentioned previously about how they were both on board both Whitebeard's ship and Roger's ship. So it's like there's basically a cross divide there as to how they ended up joining both crews at one point. One thing I did not expect to see, however, is how intertwined Odin meeting Toki was with getting to see one of the pirate crews who would later become an ally of Whitebeard. Like, they're basically a no-name crew, you would think at first, but they're someone you would think as a no-name crew pretty much, but the from the guy with the squid on his head and the guy with the multiple arms, he was a member of Roger's crew at the time, so it's like he was a member of he was like an ally to Whitebeard, so it's kind of interesting how that in itself ended up getting set up, and how at one point he would end up joining being an ally of Whitebeard. It is funny how how an ally of Whitebeard ended up pretty much like threatening the wife of one of his division commanders too. Um, but yeah, okay. But now that we're on Toki, let's talk about her because oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that a little more. Let's talk about Toki a little more because the reveal was insane. And the thing here, and the thing with like Toki's official introduction is that obviously the first part of the reveal for her is that we get that she wasn't even originally from Wano. But then it slowly works into a little bit of a casual thing with her meeting Odin and whatnot. Then we get the even bigger reveal that Oda kind of sneaks past us a bit, but if you're paying attention, it'll basically shock you as to what Oda revealed in this. Oda revealed with Toki's introduction. That with Toki saying she was born 800 years ago. What happened 800 years ago? The fall of the Void Century. So, yeah. Yeah, so that not only tells us she not only has her devil fruit powers and escaped into the future, but that she is a survivor of the Void Century. And this adds so many more puzzle pieces to the board. One of which is that obviously she's going to be the key that helps the Roger Pirates in order to she's going to be one of the keys that kind of helps the Roger Pirates in basically like discovering the Void Century and just in discovering the Void Century that was one of those things where we pretty much naturally assumed that pretty much Odin was basically one who was helping Roger and the Roger Pirates pretty much discover the secrets of the Void Century. But with the reveal with Toki in this, it's revealed that Odin might have played less of a part in that than we think, and it was actually Toki who played a much bigger role in all this. Because the thing is with this reveal too, it's what we're essentially saying. What's essentially being revealed to us is that Toki is one of the stonemasons. She like Toki herself. She pretty much carries the knowledge of the Wano stonemasons with her. Of the Wano stonemasons with her. And with this. So pretty much she's gonna be the one in order to help decipher the poneglyphs. Just gonna help them decipher the poneglyphs or basically whatever Roger can't pretty much can't decipher, I suppose. Which, yeah, and it's also she's also obviously going to help them get to Raftel as well or Laugh-Tail. I don't know what translations they're going with anymore here, but yeah, but the other thing to point out with the reveal of Toki being a survivor of the Void Century and the and the one with the knowledge of the Wano stonemasons is that we can safely assume with this reveal that the knowledge of the Wano stonemasons was basically lost with time, even to Wano itself. So Toki being from that time period might very well pass on that knowledge to Odin, and that would if she ends up doing that in some form or fashion, that would add a lot more to him being branded as someone who wanted to destroy the world, and it adds a lot more into the very much motive as to why Odin wanted to open Wano's borders, because Odin himself, after learning all this with Toki, he probably wanted to do what basically Clover did and share the Void Century's knowledge with the world. But because of the danger of it, because of the danger of it, he and Toki were considered too dangerous and were branded as people who wanted to destroy the world. So, and that actually even makes, and that in itself actually even adds more as to why Toki was basically brought into this, and to why she was and to why she was basically going to and to why she was was basically also targeted as well, because they wanted to erase all knowledge of the Wano stonemasons from history, just pretty much like pretty much the government did with basically the archaeologists in Ohara. So yeah, it's kind of, but it's really kind of nuts how. It's really kind of nuts when you think about it. Like, holy crap! Obviously, I think it's pretty safe to. And to be fair though, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening up the borders was probably something that Odin wanted to do even before discovering the secrets of the Void Century. But this adds to it even more though. Also, on a smaller note, we get the reveal of like I said, we get the reveal of Roger at the end of the chapter, and that he wants to meet Odin. And on just the technical level, it's actually kind of eerie how much Roger actually looked like Ace back then when he was younger, which I guess isn't too surprising since he was Ace's father. But yeah, aside from the mustache, there's pretty much a dead ringer between Roger and Ace, honestly. And side note to that as well, Oda also lets us know that he'll be on break next week, which, considering how amazing this chapter was, I'm a little irritated by at least more than usual. But what can I say? He definitely gave us a lot to chew on with this chapter, so it easily makes up for it. But yeah, guys. That's all I've got for this review. I don't think honestly I honestly even covered almost everything I needed to in this chapter. So just kind of comment down below. I really want to start a conversation on this one for sure, because this chapter was nuts. But yeah, that's all I've got for this review, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Lister Crunchyroll. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys. Epic chapter.